Shalom, Yashala, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. By Shem Yahweh Shai, by Shem Yahweh Kakodash. Right? Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yashah, Allah, Call, Aloy, Allah, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Yahweh Kakodash, for blessing our elders with the spirit of truth so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwat that's keeping the faith in the work. Shall keep at it. So, Brother Abaya coming at you with more quoted precepts. Right, scripture says, then she that is mine enemy shall see it. Right? She that is mine enemy shall recognize us righteous men for who we really are. Right? Because right now they don't see a damn thing. The reason why I'm bringing this up, man. So it's Shabbat, right? So I just got off work, so I'm going to the store to get my lunch for tomorrow. Basically getting prepped up for tomorrow. So I go to the store. I'm in the line, checkout line, and it's this young Eve, right? So-called black woman that's ringing up. She, a young one too. You know what I'm saying? I'm assuming a teenager or early 20s. I would assume, but it's a so-called white woman in front of me. When I tell you smile a mile and so polite and gracious and hey, have a good day, and joking about I got the puppies at the crib and so forth and so on, laughing and ha kiki. I get up, right? I'm seeing all this because I'm right behind the lady, right? She get her stuff, move on. It's me next. That young girl, and it's clearly that I'm an older gentleman, right? I got the grays in my beard, grays in my hair. Clearly, I'm not no young buck spring chicken, right? But nevertheless, when I tell you this young girl, I ain't gonna call out her name or none of that, because I understand that this world has done a number on the Lord's people. I will call her a two-third-minded individual because that's what she displayed. Right? The mindset of Eve to, I don't know, like think that you better than, or I have no idea, man. Right? And the store that I went to get my stuff is like, if you from Birmingham, I'm going to Publix, A, B, Publix on the south side. Right? So we all know who's in this store, predominantly in the store, right? It is a upper class, so-called white individuals and all of the heathens that stick to Esau Edom. The girl looked me dead in my face and said nothing. Here's the kicker. It's a so-called white woman that's she's grown. Right? She knows better because this is her job. So-called white woman bagging the groceries. She put my stuff in the bag. How are you doing today? Right, good evening. Right, everything's okay. And while she's saying this, the so-called black girl and she, like, the look on her face was like, I don't know. Like a look of being afraid, or it was weird, man. How I explain this to the fellas at work, and they were asking me how I view the daughter of Babylon, which is America, as a so-called black man. Now, they wouldn't ask me about the truth. They were just asking me about how I feel about being a so-called black man in America. And I had to explain to them. First off, I'm not a small dude, right? So being a husky, so-called black man in the daughter of Babylon carries all kind of weight, because you are instantly seen as a threat, not only to Esau, Edom, and the heathens, but also to your own people. I can't tell you how many times coming up as a kid where people would just try me just because I'm big. I've always been big my whole life. So it's like people expect Debo, right? Or Big U, or like some kind of damn Grand Theft Auto character, simply because I'm a big so-called black man, and in my family I'm not the biggest, right? They are way bigger than me, right? But nevertheless, so I'm kind of used to people, and like I said, even people of my even on Yahweh, right? Which are you so-called black Americans, so-called black, so-called Americans, right? If you didn't know, you are from the tribe of Judah, which is, go back to the Hebrew word Yahweh, right? But and which goes into the curses. Deuteronomy chapter 28, where it says, trying to think of how it's worded. Basically, it speaks on like modern day black on black crime, right? But it really goes into 70 AD for real. But scripture is a two-edged sword, right? So it also, because we're still in the curses to this day, right? But I've always been used to individuals looking at me and like being terrified, about what they see, right? Which is crazy, because when I was young and doing wild stuff out in the streets and everything, doing things I had no business doing, they saw beyond me just being big, right? Because ultimately the Lord blessed me with a good spirit. And this not me saying this. Other people have always told me, man, you're a good dude. And they take advantage of it, of course. But now that I'm in the truth, and the Lord has blessed me with a level of discernment, right? And he allowed me to understand my people. Because before I was in the truth, I would think that, man, it's good in everybody, me being naive, right? But then I learned the truth, and the Lord, showed me through the Spirit, now the majority of your people are horrible, right? Now I know I'm saying all that to get back to the point. She that is mine enemy shall see it. Ultimately, right? The oppression that we feel, because oppression is more than just systematic, man. It goes deep, right? Our people in the times past wouldn't treat each other like this. It would have been a different treatment, but we under the curses, right? Eventually the world gonna see us for who we really are, man. Right now we the outcasts, right? That's scripture too, right? But the Lord is gonna show the world who we really are. He's gonna let the world know, these are my people. These were the men and the women that you could have relied on to show you goodness, to show you love. These are the individuals, right? The same individuals who stood boldly for the name of the Lord. These are the individuals that when you were in Esau's world, you treated like shit. To be frank, these are the individuals who, because they didn't try to fit into society and try to, be all extra pleasant for no damn reason. These are the individuals that were rooting for us as a nation. Not you 2/3 niggas, but for us as a nation. Because we understand that the remnant of the Lord's people are really the nation. The 1/3 and the 144,000, that's really the nation of Yasharallah. According to the scriptures, that's really the Lord's people. Zechariah 13. All right? That's really the Lord's people. Galatians chapter 6. Right? The Israel of power is the real nation. And the Lord and the Lord is going to reveal that to the world. He's doing it now, but they just don't believe it. I wouldn't be surprised if that young girl, recognized my face probably from the videos or probably from me going out and speaking. Who knows? Or maybe she was just, thrown off about my appearance. Whatever it was. The face that she gave and the lack of response, even though the so-called white woman that was back. No, I'm going back to the beginning of the story, right? But the so-called white woman that was bagging the groceries, she was going out her way to be pleasant with me, and to be honest with you, she kind of went out of her way a bit because she saw the reaction of the young so-called black woman. That was bad, man. That was bad. I don't feel sorry for her, because, hey, 2/3 of the Lord's people, they won't have understanding, and they'll get their understanding that they're supposed to have after death by pain, right? But as of right now, the Lord see you just like he see the heathens, right? But yeah, it was just on my spirit to, speak on that. I really didn't want to do a thoughts on my way. Cause I got more videos that I've been coming across and saving that I want to make content about. So Lord willing, I'll do one of those tonight. If not, then Lord willing tomorrow. Scripture says, don't say you're gonna do this or you're gonna do that, because first and foremost, you don't know what steps the Lord has you taking. Right? Man's goings are the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? Right? So, Lord willing, Yahweh, by some Yahweh Shai, have me, do a video epistle on those videos tomorrow or tonight. But yeah, meantime, between time, Yashallah, man. Keep on keeping on, man. This world gonna look at you strange, but hey, it is what it is. They looked at the disciples strange for kicking it with Yahushua. They looked at Yahushua strange because of what he was speaking. Right? So there's no new thing under the sun. They supposed to look at us strange. They supposed to look at us scared because we're supposed to have an austere look about ourselves. Right? I cannot stand niggas. This nigga went out his way to, 2/3 of the Lord's people have to die. You have to die. You serve no purpose, man. You niggas serve no purpose, man. Damn. Niggas do dumb shit for no reason, bro. Oh my God. Anyway. Yeah, Yashallah. Keep trying to rule your spirit. keep maintaining. If you haven't picked up on it, man, I'm speaking to myself as well. Right? I don't make these video epistles, and not any other brother, make these video epistles just for you all. It's for us too. These video epistles help us to stay on point, help us to stay in the spirit, right? And help us, to rule our spirit, because we know we're doing the work of the Lord, right? And that's how I know, when that time comes, man. Yeah, the Lord gonna make you recognize, you was dealing with the Lord's men, right? It's a reward for what we're doing, and a part of that reward is, man, the Lord said he gonna have us laughing at our enemies, man, laughing at the 2/3, man, when the Lord get to doing this thing, Why will we be laughing? It's because we told y'all and you didn't listen. You mocked at us, you scoffed and did so much ignorant things, thinking that you knew better, even though you knew you didn't know a damn thing. You didn't research nothing but dance moves and TikTok dances and trends and Jordans and gold chains and rims, and that's it. You don't know a damn thing, and you know you don't know a damn thing. But you steadily walking around here like you just. So yeah, keep on keeping on, Yasha, man. The payoff coming. You know. Meantime, between time, we just gotta deal with what's here. Right? But it's not forever. It's only for a time. Till the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled and the time of Shiloh come. Right? Which is near, based off of the signs that we constantly see. Right? We hear the prophecy speaking and crying loud. Right? So keep on keeping on, Yasharala. I end with that. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Ratazah. These quoted precepts in this video epistle were edifying. Right? Call Haloyim La Yahweh Bahasam Yahweh Shai Bahasam Harachakodash Shalom Yasharallah.